How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. So if you guys missed out on the last video, make sure you guys go and check that out. We were working on the Plymouth here and we got these super nice slotted aluminum mags thrown on it. They're brand new wheels along with brand new Mastercraft Avenger GT tires to match the front. They're 295/50 R15s, and I was forced to upgrade to those size wheels and tires. And in the previous video I explained all that, so make sure you guys go and check that out. I'll leave a card up in the top corner. But on today's video we're going to explain why those wheels right there are not the original wheels that I originally purchased. I know that doesn't really make sense right now, but we're going to hop into a nice little story time right now. Well, guys, let's just dive right into this. I've never done a story time video before. That's partially a lie because this is actually my second take. I just filmed this and I have to repeat myself because the battery in my mic died. So I love hearing myself repeat everything. But maybe it's for the best because I'll try to keep it a little bit shorter. I feel like I was rambling on a lot. But let's just dive right into it. So, as you guys saw in the last video, hopefully you guys watched it by now. These are brand new wheels, 15x10 slotted aluminum mags from the US Mag company on 295/50 R15 tires that I was forced to upgrade to because previously I had 14s on it and I could not find tires to fit the 14s that I had. They were about this size. So I was forced to upgrade to the 15-inch wheels. But I discussed all that in the previous video. Let's get on to the point of this video. So these were not the wheels and tires that showed up at my house that I originally ordered. In the previous video, I loaded everything up in my truck and took them to the tire shop to get them mounted and balanced. There is two different mechanics using two different tire machines. They did their work and wheeled them back over to me, and they're like, hey, we just wanted to bring this to your attention just so you know. And they claimed that they didn't do it. And they showed me that they said that these are tooling marks, and there was about 1/8-inch deep gouges in several spots all the way around both wheels. I'll throw in some pictures here for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about because I took pictures of it. And I was like, how is this even possible? Because they're brand new wheels. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And they're like, you're able to sand these down. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. And they had the touchless tire machines, so like no metal should have touched my wheels because all that was on it was like the little plastic lip on the tire machine that seated the tire onto the wheel. And I was like, what the heck? So I left initially, and then I came right back a couple minutes later, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna need some bill of sale or bill of work done from you guys just for my records. And before I left, here's the kicker, before I left the shop, when they first showed me the damage, I was like, well, I don't know how this is possible. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my footage of my pictures and videos I have because I told him I do YouTube on the side. And that's when the dude got a little bit scared and hesitant, I think, because he's like, well, you don't need to worry about it. Like, you're free of charge. You're good to go. Don't worry about it. And he just sent me off. And that's when I left and came back, like instantly came back, and I was like, well, I'm gonna need some bill of sale or bill of work done just for my records, because when I go back and look at my pictures and my videos, if I don't see any damages because they're brand new, fresh out of the box, like, we're gonna have to do something about this. So next day rolls around, I show back up to the shop and tell them I didn't see nothing on my pictures or videos that I do for my YouTube. And he's like, all right, well, we're gonna have to strike this up with my manager and the owner of the tire place, whatever. So they went through their surveillance and detailed videos that they had, and first they tried saying that, oh, we don't see how this was possible, like, we don't see how it was done on our end, whatever. And I was like, well, I literally have proof that there's no damages. And fast forward another hour or two later, they're like, yeah, this is on us, we admit it, like, we kind of see where we went wrong. Personally, I think they had their tire machine set to the wrong size wheel, but I don't know. That's besides the point. So they were set to reorder me 2 brand new wheels to replace the ones that they damaged. And then as I was waiting for them to show up, the next day I'm at my place of work. I'm inside eating lunch inside a building, and I hear this loud like pop. It almost sounded like a muffled gunshot. I don't know if it was that loud. It was pretty loud, but I don't want to exaggerate it too much. Anyways, I go outside and hear all this air hissing coming from my truck. I was like, well, it's not coming from my truck, it's coming from inside it. So I opened my tailgate, and lo and behold, the tires, it had about a air bubble air pocket about the size of my fist there. Like it almost looked like a small sized water balloon inside the tire, and it actually popped up over the lip of the wheel there and was letting out all the air. They slashed the bead on my brand new tire. So I had to call them back and tell them, hey, I think you guys damaged my tires as well. So fast forward a little bit, I drive back down to the tire shop to give them everything because you know, they needed it for their insurance, so they took my damaged wheels and the damaged tires. At first they tried saying, oh, well, this is a tire manufacturer's error, like we didn't slash this bead. I was like, well, you guys got to at least dismount the other tire to like take it apart. And lo and behold, the second one had some slashes in it as well. I have one picture of the big tear and the one that like ballooned up and it almost exploded. But, well, it did explode actually. But anyways, they said, yeah, this is a little suspicious. That wasn't the right word that they used, but they said, yeah, it's a little funny that both tires are kind of damaged like this. So they reordered me 2 tires as well. So like it was just crazy. What a kicker, honestly. Like it annoying, you know, stuff like that happens, but whatever. In my mind though, I was thinking, okay, I can see accidents happen, whatever. Say they were used wheels, for instance, and I just accepted the damage on the wheel and I didn't know any better because they were used. And I brought them home to throw them on my car. But with the brand new tires, and I didn't know that at first, say I was driving it and I had a blowout, or 2 blowouts since they damaged both tires. I could have wrecked the car, I could have crashed and just had a bigger problem. You know, who knows what would have happened. So I don't want to put the tire company on blast here or anything, so I'm not going to be saying any names. It was the same tire shop though that did the work on my brother's truck, the big Cummins, the dually. They did all 6 of his 22s perfectly, flawlessly. There wasn't any issues at all. So that's why I took my wheels and tires there, and go figure, you know, something happens to mine, but whatever. But I ended up taking the second set to Steel City Wheelhouse. They did a phenomenal job. My friend Omar recommended me to them. And if I get any other wheels and tires, I'll best be sure to head back to their shop because they did it perfectly. I couldn't be happier with the work that they did, so very satisfied with those guys. But I did take them to the Steel City Wheelhouse because when they reordered me the stuff, they refused to do the second set that they ordered in because they didn't want to deal with it. So I found their shop and I was glad I went with them. But yeah, guys, a big headache behind me and about a 1.5 week delay for waiting for the new product to show up. Everything's finally on the car here and I'm satisfied now. But I still got to wipe the blue protective film off of the white letters, and there is some dirt on the wheels now because a rainstorm rolled through. But I'm going to be planning on doing a detailed video on this car here soon, just for car show season that's coming up, and that should be fun. Get it all cleaned up because I haven't cleaned it all winter. So looking forward to that, getting it all shined up, ready for the season. And I do plan on getting it inside the garage here soon. Been working on getting that cleaned out. There's a lot of junk in there, but I'm gonna make room for the hot rod inside. So looking forward to that as well. Excited to get back to work on the Camaro also. Try to knock out the body and paint work here late spring, early summer, and then can move on to the other stuff. So looking forward to starting videos on that up here again soon when the weather breaks. Haven't done too much to it over the winter. But yeah, guys, I'll stop the rambling. I'm sick of hearing myself talk, so I can only imagine you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll do a nice little cold start on the Plymouth here before we sign off, so give you some enjoyment besides me rambling on. So let's fire the Plymouth up and then we'll sign off. Well guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that cold start. I never get tired of hearing that car. I absolutely love it. Sounds so good. Can't beat old school American muscle. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I know it was nothing too exciting, just me talking and a cold start, but I just wanted to share that with you. I want to start sharing more experiences with you guys, and nothing better than something like that, right? So I'm gonna get ready to wrap up here. It started raining on us, so I think we finished just in time. So really looking forward to getting this thing inside and getting it cleaned up, ready for car show season. But I think we'll just sign off with the usual. I'll stop the talking because I'm sure you're sick of hearing me. And we'll catch you in the next one. Always accelerate and don't look back. See you next time.